If you're watching this video, you probably want to make more money and you don't know where to start. Well, in this video, I'm going to be going through the best high income skill sets to learn in 2026. Let's get into it. Lead gen and sales skills. Sales skills is probably one of the biggest skill sets that people tend to lack, but it is also probably one of the most important skills of when it comes to actually making money for yourself, not just a business. And it's usually the most important and deciding factor of a business and whether it's going to be successful. Because if you can't sell and you can't get any clients, then you can't make any money. When it comes to having a career in sales, it is definitely possible to earn over six figures. To be good at sales, you don't need a degree. You just have to have good interpersonal skills, good listening skills, and the ability to negotiate. And to be honest, a lot of this is common sense. If you work in B2B sales or enterprise sales or software sales, it's not unusual to earn six figures plus. One of the other things that I like about sales skills is that it is usually pretty transferable. If you're good at sales in one domain, you should be able to transfer that into a different vertical or a different niche and still be a high performer when it comes to sales. Typically, when you have a career in sales, you do get rewarded for the work that you do, and by putting in the effort, you do see the rewards financially. If you can get good quality training from someone who actually knows what they're doing, it can literally change your life. Now, there is AI software that can try and do lead generation to make things easier for salespeople, but you still need someone to pick up the phone and speak with someone to try and close that sale. So at this moment in time, it doesn't seem like AI is going to wipe out any sales professionals for now. Video editing skills in 2026 is definitely a skill set that is in demand and a skill set that you can make a lot of money from with little to no training. Most businesses want to try and improve their online presence by video or social media campaigns. But when it comes to having an online presence, they need to make sure that they've got good social media footage or YouTube footage. And when it comes to high quality videos for businesses, you need to make sure that you've got a good editor. So if you have a creative mind and you can make a good video, then you have a great combined skill set to make some serious money. You don't have to be the best video editor and be able to edit videos on the level of like a Netflix film or something in the cinema. Even having a basic editing skill set means that you can edit podcasts or simple videos for YouTube or Reels for estate agents or TikTok videos for user-generated content. There is such huge demand when it comes to video editing, you can pick pretty much any niche and probably make it work, even if you did have a limited skill set and didn't want to learn too much. Now, being a good video editor doesn't happen overnight and it does take time, but the good thing is now with YouTube, it doesn't cost you anything to learn. You can literally watch tutorial video after tutorial video to try and learn how to become a better video editor. Many years ago, when I used to like to sit around on Windows Movie Maker and mess around making videos and editing things, I didn't have any YouTube to try and teach me what to do. I just had to sit there and mess around and try and work out how to do things. And obviously doing things that way takes a lot longer. But now you can just go and watch videos on YouTube, or if you really wanted, you can go and pay for a small course and learn how to do video editing to a pretty good level. And as demand for good video editors keeps going up and companies keep wanting to invest into social media campaigns and their digital presence, I can't see this being a skill set that goes down in demand. In my opinion, probably one of the biggest and most underrated skill sets out there is having a trade skill set. And when I say a trade skill set, I mean a hands-on, old-fashioned trade job. What makes this such a good skill set to have is that there is such huge demand from commercial businesses and homeowners with not enough skilled people to carry out all the work. One of the other things which I think makes this skill set very underrated is that if you are any good or reliable, people will happily pay you more money than the standard day rate because they want to know that they're going to get a good job by someone that is of a professional level. And because the bar is so low, because there is such demand, even if you are just somewhat professional and you tidy up after yourself and you are reliable, you are seen to be in the top tier of tradespeople. which probably says more about the industry, to be fair. Now, when it comes to trade skills, obviously you do need to be good with your hands, and you do need to be able to operate at a fairly decent level. Because if you don't have any good workmanship or quality of work, you're probably not going to get the business or repeat business. With trade skills, if you niche down even further, and instead of just being a generalist or a random person that can do a bit of everything, you can definitely make more money. If you niche down into, let's say, something like a carpenter who only does bespoke builds, a plumber could go and work on industrial and commercial heating units where they can charge more money. Because if you can go a little bit more niche, there is going to be less competition and therefore you can charge more money. The other thing when it comes to trade skills is that it is not uncommon to charge extra money when it comes to emergency callouts. Because if someone doesn't have any electric, or they don't have any running water, or they have a leak, they want things to be fixed there and then. And it is also probably one of the industries where people are literally gearing up from day one to go into self-employed and run their own businesses. AI, automation, and tech in general. Now, for the past 10 years, I've been working in tech recruitment. So I've seen all these different changes of tech and tech stacks and the technology that people use. There is such a huge demand for AI and companies wanting to be more efficient and use automation to improve their processes and essentially make more money and save money. Now, if you go into LinkedIn, you can see pretty much every other person on there seems to be some kind of AI company that is getting 10 or 20 or 30 million pounds worth of funding. VC and PE companies are going big on AI companies. So if you can get into this area and you can learn the skill sets that comes with AI, then you could be in a position to earn some pretty big money. It's just such a huge emerging market at the moment that I wouldn't even know where to pin down a particular skill set to learn. There's just so much going on that even just having some kind of simple automation or ChatGTP or Claude Code set up can make you a load of money and also generate you some kind of product that you can sell to other people. There's just so much to learn in this area, and there's so many changes happening when it comes to AI and technology. There is a lot to learn in this space, and technology is moving so rapidly, it is hard to keep up. So if it's hard for me to keep up as someone who recruits in this area, then it is definitely going to be hard for other people as well.